Joining us now, six-tool dugout reporter and BYU Baseball good luck charm, Jason Shepard. Shep, welcome to Studio B as a guest.
Hey, big fan of the show. Thanks for having me on.
Well, we figure we might as well get you on.
Yes.
You've been with this team essentially every practice and watching every game and in the dugout with them for now 2 full seasons. What is the feeling like right now with this BYU baseball team?
I just got done talking to the players, and it's one of those situations where, like, I dare you to try and get the smile off my face right now. Like, they are so happy, and it's because I think a lot of it comes into play from last year, where last year they thought they were good enough to be a regional team, and it just didn't happen. And so to be able to come back, have that same feeling this year, and then play your way into it, and not let it be something that the NCAA decides whether or not you deserve an at-large.
Right.
They earned it, and I think that made it even more sweet. So this team right now is confident, to say the least, but also just very grateful for this opportunity.
So I'm going to ask you this question as a fan, right? Take yourself outside of Brigham Young television and an analyst, because we are all fans just by default, right? But as a true baseball fan, which I know you are, what does this win and what happened this last weekend? What does that mean for you?
Well, it's unbelievable because it's just not supposed to happen. It doesn't happen that often. For a team to end the regular season getting swept on the road and then lose the very first game in the tournament. So you're immediately set up for you cannot lose another game. And then to come out and win 4 in a row in dominating fashion with the bats, with your starting pitching, it's unbelievable. Things like this aren't supposed to happen. And I tweeted this out over the weekend. In my opinion, this whole thing changed in the second game. So BYU had already lost the first game on Thursday. On Thursday.
Thursday night.
So Friday morning, they're playing that first game at like noon Pacific time. They fall behind 2-0. And it's kind of one of those feelings like, oh no, here we go again, that kind of stuff. You're wondering if they're pressing. Yep. And then Bronson Larson hits a 2-run home run that ties the game up, and they never looked back.
Everything changed.
It almost looked like that home run to tie it up like woke everybody up. It's like, wait a minute. Yeah, this is us. Yep. And it reset the offense, and they haven't lost since.
Didn't hurt that Bronson hit 2 home runs in that game.
Yeah, and they continued to hit home runs throughout the weekend. The guy's unbelievable.
West Coast Conference Tournament record, 4 home runs in that championship series. BYU going to take on Cal State Fullerton as part of the Stanford Regional. We just found that out moments ago. The team was in Studio C. We're talking with Jason Shepard. You tweeted out a few things over the weekend, Jason, including a Photoshop picture of you with braces again. And I know, listen, you're willing to try anything, right?
I need to see this.
Hey, Coach has seen my hitting and my pitching. Okay, that's not going to help this team. if having my braces back on are going to do the trick, I'm willing to do that.
Okay, so for those that aren't aware of what happened, Jason got his braces off. BYU loses 4 straight.
We blame you for that one.
So you Photoshop brackets back onto your teeth, and then the Cougars pull off one of the greatest runs in BYU baseball
We also blame
history.
you for that, too.
Yeah. Well, hey, here's the thing. Look, I don't want to make it sound like I had anything to do with it. But let's not say that I didn't have anything to do with it.
It all depends on if you believe in coincidences and chance.
Look, if it had anything to do with me taking my braces off, I did not want to be the reason why they lost. So I immediately tried to rectify the situation as much as I possibly could. And hey, 4 in a row. Nobody's going to complain right now.
You got to go next level, man. Like, you got to do something above and beyond.
Headgear?
I'm talking. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. I mean, eventually, as the momentum rolls on, man, you eventually are going to have to put the braces back on.
Headgear is next level. Headgear is next level.
As long as we can get
Here's
Wi-Fi.
the deal. I'm telling you right now, if Coach Littlewood, I'm going to practice as soon as we're done. If Coach Littlewood says, Shep, for the good of the team, we need you to put on some headgear, what's going on?
Now, I just want to point out what BYU did, okay? As amazing as what BYU basketball pulled off against #1 ranked Gonzaga in Spokane, it's not as impressive as what BYU baseball just did because they had to win 4 elimination games. Your season is going to be over if you lose any one of those. So it was crazy. We were all on like this uber high after BYU ruined Gonzaga's perfect season of basketball, right?
Yep.
It's harder to win 4 in a row against that level of competition,
well,
back to back to back to back.
And not just win the 4 in a row is just crazy, but to beat the same team in about a 6 or 7 hour span who just swept you a week ago, that adds another layer on top of it. And here's the thing. We knew that was the BYU team that we had seen all season long. You know, what happened in Gonzaga was just odd. We hadn't seen it all year long.
What karma.
And so for them to come out and play, it was like, yeah, this is the team we'd seen all season. And now I mentioned confidence level. This team has always had confidence. And talking with the guys, you know, the confidence is at an all-time high right now. They are excited about the opportunity to play fairly close to home. I mean, there was a thought maybe they were going to have to travel to the East Coast.
Yeah.
The fact that they get to be on the West is great, and they know fans are going to show up. They'd show up wherever. But this is a really good opportunity for BYU, and they are going in with the right mindset.
Great stuff, Shep.